All right, it is round 2 with the OzarK Trail M2 Ridge Pro. This is the second build of this bike. If you saw the other video, the first version that I had, it had a front fork problem, and I returned it. Could I have fixed it? Yeah, I probably could have fixed it. I would have had to order a seal kit and a few other parts and then rebuild the fork, but it's a brand new bike. I only had it for a few days, so it got returned, and Walmart's return policy was a no-brainer. They'd hardly even ask a question about it, so can't fault them for that. People will be like, well, that's what you get when you buy a Walmart bike. Well, it wasn't a Walmart problem, it was a Suntour fork problem. Right there, that fork, which is a good fork, and I'm not, crapping them on that, but it had an issue, and so it got taken back. The bike shop could have fixed it, but it was going to be like $150, and I wasn't going to dump that into a bike that I just bought several days prior to that. So this is the second build. I had to strip it all down, put it back to original parts and pieces. If you can tell from this build, these aren't the original parts and pieces. Replace the pedals with some Crank Brothers pedals right there, and they came in orange, and I got some ESI grips on there, which are also in orange, and little accents on the Schrader valves, which are Presto valves, but with the Schrader valve adapters on them. Anyways, I got the Whitcop Air Medicus seat on there, which is my favorite seat. I've got it on my other bike as well, and now it is on this one. And putting it together, again, pretty straightforward. I would have shown you that video, except my camera decided to not work for half the video. The other part of the video, it was storming and the power went out, so I was having all kinds of issues. So you didn't get to see the unboxing, but there is the box in which the bike came. So yeah, there's my seat. It's a nice, cushy seat, but still being narrow, still performs well. It's not too wide to where it's a pain in the butt. It's definitely a comfortable seat. I don't like them taint busters. This isn't one of them. And got the figured I'd make a little sticker for the bike with the channel on it, with one of them anyways. There's the orange grips, got a little mirror on there right now. Got the high-rise bars on this version. Those are the 120 riser bars, but I also have a riser neck on there as well. I'm going to try it. I don't know if I'm going to keep that on there or not. But here she is, all put together, ready for round 2. And everything seems to be kosher on this one. When putting this bike together, it's an easy build. I mean, pretty much anybody can do it that has any kind of, general familiarity with tools. The bike comes with tools that, everything you need to put it together. If you have your own tools, thus the better, because the tools that come with it, just like any bike, aren't they're not that great. So if you have your own toolkit, that would be beneficial. But the bike does come with everything that you need to put it together. You basically put the handlebars on. All the components are rigged on the handlebars already, so you just make sure the cables are straight. And this thing has internal cable routing for the most part, except for right up there in the cockpit on the handlebars and stuff. So yeah, putting the handlebars on, and your seat comes on the bike. The dropper seat post is already installed, and you put the pedals on, And then the main thing that you want to do is go over the entire bike, every nut and bolt and screw on the entire bike. And you put the kickstand on if you want it. There's the kickstand. Some people like them, some people hate them. You know, it's 2 screws. If I want to yeet it off of there when I go on the trails, I can do that. So it's no big deal. Same with the bar end mirror. It's got one little bolt there. If I want to take it off when I go in the mountain bike trails, I can do that. So it's no biggie. But yeah, you want to go over each and every nut and bolt on this thing. I still got to go over all the spokes this morning. And I went over them last night a little bit, but the front wheel needs a little bit more truing. The spokes were all fairly tight. The little nut that holds the Presto valves in there on the back tire, it was about ready to fall off, and the front tire was really loose. The headset nuts and bolts were basically just a couple of threads in there. They were really loose, which probably they were left loose for shipping, so you know they could turn the fork however they needed it and whatnot. Nothing would be in the way. But yeah, the front wheel, the back wheel, when you're putting the bike together, you make sure everything's tight, and then go over the entire bike top to bottom, because you don't want nothing falling apart when you're out there riding, do you? That would not be good. So yeah, you know, don't trust the factory. Just put the bike together and go over everything top to bottom, inside and out, and make sure when you're riding you got the confidence that everything is tight on the bike. And then once you ride it a couple of times, go back over it and, you know, just make sure everything's snug. If you have, you know, that torque wrench, look up all the torque specs on everything, and just make sure they're all torqued right. You can get a torque wrench at like Harbor Freight for like under $20. So build that toolkit, work on your own bikes. And like I say, this has got the higher bars on there, kind of old motocross style bars. And I don't know, let's take her for a ride, see how this one feels. All right, it's round 2 on the OzarK Trail M2 Ridge Pro. Taking it for a little test drive. It's the second one I put together in the last 2 weeks. Hopefully, well, I won't say hopefully the last, but because hey, I'm always up for another new bike, right? But yeah, hopefully no more mishaps with this one. Just gonna run over to my buddy Dave's house and drop off a loaf of bread that I baked yesterday. Yeah, man, putting this thing together. It was nice doing it in the house, but as usual, I had technical issues. My camera only recorded half of the unboxing, not the first half. Then it was thundering, lightning. Then the power went out. Yeah, it was one of those days. So yeah, like I say, I'll be using this bike for my exercise bike. Be using it in the mountain bike trails as well. But mainly just my bike trail riding, commuter exercise, get 5, 10, 15 miles a day bike.
I can tell I need to adjust my seat a little bit. Feels like it's leaning a little bit forward. Don't like that. Got this riser headset on here. Don't know if I'm going to keep it on here or not. I've already got riser bars, and then I had this riser headset. So I threw it on there just to see what it would be like. I don't know. Not sure if I'm going to keep it on here or not. It's a really quiet bike. My last one that I had, if y'all saw the first video, had kind of a creaking noise that I was chasing. Couldn't get rid of it. I think it was in the crank. One of the crank arms, or in the bearing set in the crank. I don't know. This one doesn't have it, so I'm glad of that. Because that little rink, rink, rink was driving me crazy. This one, nice and quiet. The only thing I hear are the tires on the road. And me breathing like a fat guy. Oh, it's because I am a fat guy. Okay. Yeah, it's about, I don't know, 2.5 miles over here. Something like that. 2 miles, 2.5 miles. Not very far. Do it here and back. I got to get back soon because I got dough proofing that I need to attend to. I got some stretch and folds to do. Baking a couple more loaves of bread later on down the line. Gonna be a hot one today. Had to cut the grass earlier. Fun. Cut the grass. Did a few other things. Put some dirt in a couple of planters. Made some dough. I'm gonna do a couple of batches of bread. Worked on a couple of videos bright and early this morning. Actually, it wasn't so bright. Ravenswood Forest. Yeah, well, used to be a forest until they chopped all the trees down. Well, this bike's definitely not as fast as the e-bikes, but hey, it's because it's not an e-bike. What's good about riding a bike, you know? Just slow down. You see a lot of things that you don't normally see driving. And even on the e-bike, doing, 15, 20 miles an hour, there's a lot of things you don't see. Especially like riding trails and stuff. You see a lot more wildlife. Squirrels, turtles, birds, wild pigs, foxes, armadillos, raccoons. All kinds of stuff that, people in a car never see unless it's like dead on the side of the road. There's the entrance to where I go through the golf course, that whole neighborhood, over a little wooden bridge, over the overpass that I still can't pedal up. I'll get there one of these days, maybe. Who knows? Maybe not. Yeah, I like this little mirror on my bike. Like I say, I can take it off if I go trail riding, but I got a really screwed up neck.
Hey, how you liking it?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yep.
So you getting the exercise?
Yep.
I seen you on the lawnmower this morning.
Oh yeah.
You're pushing it, not riding it.
Yes,
Yeah.
screw that. This morning
I
I wasn't gonna do it. It's gonna get too hot again.
Yeah.
But
Well, be safe and have a great day.
all right, you too.
All right.
Yeah, the shifting on this one is better than the last one I had too. I had to do a little adjusting on that and got it to where it was pretty smooth. This one is just buttery smooth. I did a little adjustment with the barrel thing, but other than that, it was right on the money.